Hello guys, welcome to the channel SAP BTP Techie. So today we are seeing the MVC architecture. MVC architecture is the easiest and the simplest one. MVC, the abbreviation of MVC is M, model, view and controller. Model is the considered model is a container. View is what we see on the screen, and controller is the logic behind what we see on the screen and how the data we see on the screen. Controller modifies the data, controller notifies the view that we have modified the model. Okay, model and view, these two are connected using data binding. There are types and modes of data binding which we will see in the upcoming videos. So model is the data layer. Currently we use JSON and OData in our SAP. There was XML, but it was in the previous version. Model holds the application data and the business object. Business object is just like a purchaser and its purchase history. Like for example, you order online, right? So you order 2 3 orders. For example, you ordered a pillow cover, calculator and plant. Okay, so who bought it? You bought it. So for example, I bought it. SAP BTP Techie, I ordered one calculator, one pillow and one plant. So there are 3 items which I purchased. So a consumer will be needing data. A consumer will be needing a profile which show SAP BTP has ordered 3 items. So it need my information also along with the product info, along with the item information also. Okay, view is the UI layer, controller is the logic layer which handles how the user will do some kind of action and how the controller needs to show that action on the view. So suppose model is a box or a container which has a data in it. For example, list of employees, list of contractor, and it could be anything. A list of arrays of arrays. Okay, so model is consider model is a container which holds the data. It holds the data and the structure to hold the data. I'm doing an emphasis on the word structure of data. Okay, view is what we see is the simple one, but let me show you an example of why I put an emphasis on a structure of data. Okay, so if let's just take that previous example of orders and order history. Okay, order history is what SAP BTP Techie, his address is, okay, name of purchaser is SAP BTP Techie, address is Maharashtra, India, phone number is random numbers. Okay, then order history is order items. Okay, let us give the name as order items and order info. Order items. Order item is, first one is a calculator, second is plant, third is pillow. So I bought calculator for 100 rupees. Okay, I bought plant for 20 rupees. I bought pillow for 100 rupees. Okay, so but how a user will be seeing this? A user will be populated with a form. So how that form will look like? It will be like form, consumer form. We can write a consumer form, FRM. Okay, here name, so he will fill the name, then address, he will fill his address, then phone number, so he will be filling his phone number. Okay, then orders, in the order we have okay, then in the orders we have name of item, price. Okay, here comes serial number. Fine. Okay, so what's our first serial number? Is this? What's the name of the item? Name of the item is calculator. What's the price? It's 100. Plant, what's the price? 20. Wait a minute. Third one is pillow, 100. Okay, 100 rupees. Okay, so this is the kind of form which we will be filling. Okay, here will be empty space. Okay, here also will be empty space. Oh, sorry. Right, here will be also empty space. Here will be empty space. Here will be empty space, and here will be empty. Okay, so a user will come on this consumer form. He will write his name, he will write his address, he will write his phone number, then a serial number. Here will be, we can see here will be a button that add item. When he click on this add item button, okay, a row will be populated. Okay, that's how, for example, I want to order 3 items, so I will click thrice on this button. Okay, 1 2 3, so 3 empty rows will be visible. Then I will be writing my name. My name as what's my name? It's SCP BTP Techie. So I will be filling this form. Okay, then address is Maharashtra, India. Phone is 123 random number, and here I will be entering the items. Okay, so if someone said that we need to send these data to the server, or create a payload of this data and send it to the service. Okay, so I want to create a payload. So to create a payload, we need to create a model. Model is what? Model is nothing but a container. Model is nothing but a container which holds data, or which creates structure to hold data. Okay, so here what is the scenario? We want to send this data to the service, so we want to create a structure which will hold this data. So let's create a structure. Let payload equals to, we need to make one object, because this is all, this everything, this consumer file is nothing but a object. So this is a object. We want to create an empty object. In empty object there are 3 header fields. Okay, so this is the header one and this is the child one. Why this is the header? Because against this header or the parent there are multiple child associated. Means there is purchase person and there are purchase items. So a purchase person will order his purchase items. Okay, order and order history is like orders and order items, just like that. So this is the order, the person who ordered, and this is the order items. Okay, so let's create a payload first. So the first field will be what? Name of purchaser. Okay, this is how I will create a model, empty string. Okay, then address of purchaser. empty string, then phone number, okay, column, then okay, so we want to send all these three items inside one array, so we make order items an array, okay. So this is, and so similarly we have created, this is how we created a model, we created a structure that will be holding the data in the consumer form. How it will be how it will be how it will be holding, so let us understand, okay. So this, so yeah, so the process which connects our model to the user interface, because we see a input, we see a input tag, we see a text, we see different kinds of tags right on the screen, a value help drop down. So the process, or the, yeah, the process which connects this model, this structure to that UI element is called as binding. So we we do this binding to get the data from the UI element into our created model, okay. So that we will be seeing in the next video, but let me first show you how the model will be grabbing this data. So once he will okay, so the user came on the screen and he wrote the name as SCP-BTP Techie, so this field gets populated with this. Then address is Maharashtra, India, so this second field, address PUC, will be populated with this, okay. Third one is the phone number, so once you write the phone number 123, it will be populated with this, okay. So now you can see he okay, now you can see I just click on add item button thrice, okay. So I wrote calculator, okay, and I purchased it for 100 rupees. So a field, because it is an object, okay, it's a single object, it's a one line, so an object will be created as id1, then name of item will be calculator, price will be 100 rupees, okay. Second one is the plant, bought it for 20 rupees, so similarly another line will come here, id2 plant, okay, price will be 20 rupees, okay, like that, okay, like that we will be creating more rows, and here the data will be created more. So this is our model. I hope you guys understood what a model means. I tried my best to explain you in the most simple way. So this is how we create a model which holds the data, or we create a structure that is capable of holding the data, okay. Yes, so now let's move to the last slide. So this is just a simple interpretation of how MVC works. So user interacts with the view. User interacts with the view means what? Means there is an input tag, or there is a button, or there is a value help, there is a drop down. For example, there is drop down. You select from a drop down, right? So that is the UI element that we call UI elements. So user interacts with those UI elements. View alerts controller that something has happened on the view, that some events has triggered. So controller checks if is there any logic associated with that event. If it is associated, then it executes the logic and moves further. And it moves further if the logic is written that you have to manipulate the data. So controller updates the model. That means it manipulates the data. For it manipulates the data means if there is a button called sort. So user click on button. View tells controller that he has click on a sort button. Controller do the logic of sorting, then it sorts the data. That means it updates the model, and then model shows that sort. Then model get the sorted data and send it back to the view. Like, see, this is the sorted one. Okay. For example, then if it is in the sorted form, okay, so then if user change some data, then the view updates back to the model that you gave the sorted data, but the user deleted first. So user tells the model that he has deleted a record. Okay. So hello, thank you guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you have understood. I tried my best. Comments if you have any questions. Thank you.